Hi guys, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures, and today you are joining me in Whitby because today we are doing another bikepacking mission. We are doing the North Yorkshire Moors Ramble. It's a bit of a mouthful. Yesterday I actually started in Scarborough and I followed the nice cinder track all the way just outside of Whitby, where I camped. Now last night was incredibly windy. It was very windy coming along the cinder track, the old railway, and yeah, that was painfully windy. So I ended up having to find somewhere to camp. Obviously that was quite hard because it was so windy and I was on the coast, but luckily we managed to find this awesome little spot along the coastal sort of cliffs and had a bit of a wall behind me to break the wind a bit, and all was good and was just really nice. So it's currently quite early in the morning and I do need to stock up on some food. Everything's just starting to open. So what we're going to do, this route has a little loop to go and see the old Abbey in Whitby, so we're going to go do that first and then come back and then head off into the moors to do a bit of rambling, bikepacking. Right, let's go see that old Abbey. It's really windy still here today. Let's go. Well, that was a nice little start to the day. Now, we've got some breakfast, we've got some raspberries and some strawberries, got some of them apple things and some orange juice, and we've all stocked up, ready to go. Now from here, we actually go back onto the cinder track, which is what I followed all the way to here, and then potentially we're gonna get a beach crossing from Robin Hood's Bay to Boggle Hole, I think it's called, but it does depend on tide times, so we're just going to get there and like check it. At the moment it's still right, the tide times are still rising, and it starts heading low tide around 9. It's currently about 7 in the morning, so we'll see. We'll go and check it out, and hopefully by the time I'm getting there it's going back out and I can do it. Otherwise we just got to keep following the cinder track instead. Right, I'm going to have some breakfast and then we are going to crack on, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make that beach crossing, because I really want to do that part of this ride. Right, food time. Well guys, it's high tide and I was thinking about just waiting here and then going, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take until it's actually passable. Low tide's not until about 3:30 p.m. It's currently like 9:30, so I think we're just going to climb back out of here, which is a big steep ass 30% hill, and then just go around, because I don't want to wait here all day. Oh, we got to go do this big 30% climb though. Let's try it. Heart attacking cunt. My legs are on fire. Right guys, I've done about 20 miles so far for today. Today started off a bit depressingly, to be honest, because it was still like really hard to ride, really tedious, sort of not very gravel bike friendly. But after we climbed and sort of got to the top of that bit, it was like this endless gravel descent. It literally just felt like it went on forever. It was a good 5-minute descent, and it looks like we've got another nice bit of gravel. So it has eased up and it is a bit nicer now. So first 20 miles done. It's very slow today. It's already midday, and time for a ginsters. Today we're having the Cajun spice chicken. Great views, but it is really windy and I'm starting to head back into it again now, so that's not fun. Right, food time. Let's crack on with beautiful gravel roads. Let's hope it continues that way. Alright guys, I've done probably about 45 miles so far today. It's only 4 p.m. I mean, I just feel really tired. I don't think I slept very well last night, and I'm on a bit of a grind. It's all rideable. It's nothing that steep at the moment, but just a bit of a drag up to the top of this climb. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and have an early night tonight. So I'm going to try to do maybe 10 more miles, get that up to like 50 miles today, and then hopefully find somewhere nice to camp. I'm kind of hoping, because there's been quite a lot of woods, or like wooded areas, that I can find a little wooded area to dip into, shelter me from the wind. Well, that's the plan. I'll see you at camp, hopefully soon, and out of the wind. Right guys, so I have now set up camp for the night. We've done about 50 miles of this trip so far. It's been very sort of not that exciting. There's been a lot of sort of like boring hiker bike, just because you're sort of like going through all this kind of stuff and there's just not really much. It's just like hard to follow a trail, and it's just been a bit meh. But there's been a couple little good bits, but mainly it's been like very stop and start, very hard to get into a rhythm. But set up camp, early night tonight. Now tomorrow is Sunday, and tomorrow I have to find somewhere to find like a supermarket or something to stock up. Now I could normally get through tomorrow and I'd be fine, but the problem is Monday is going to be a bank holiday and like all the shops are just shutting. So I've got to find somewhere to stock up tomorrow minimum. I could make it through tomorrow, but I need something for at least Monday. And yeah, I'm not sure where that's going to be. But I don't know, I'm going to have to figure that out tonight. No idea. But tomorrow I have to find a shop, otherwise I'll be in trouble for Monday. Got enough food for tomorrow, but not till Monday as well. I'm going to have an early night. I'm going to figure out this this place, and this is my camp spot for tonight. I found this nice sort of flattish area in the middle of nowhere, apart from them sheep over there. Nice. Right, I'm going to bed and figure out where to get food. As always, see you bright and early in the morning for day 2. Let's do it. Good morning guys, good morning, and finally I feel like I've had a good night sleep and I figured out where we are going to go and get some food. We're going to go to a place called Stokesay. It's a little bit off track, it's about 5 miles off track, so 5 miles off, 5 miles back, add another 10 miles, but we've got to do what we've got to do, right? So we've got about 15 miles this morning before I can sort of turn off into that point, and we're heading up to the highest point, which isn't really that high. It's about 1,300 feet. So, and like everything on this route so far hasn't really been that steep. It hasn't been that like hard in steepness. It's just been trying to follow the trail kind of hard. But let's go up and let's find some food. Let's go. Right, food has been eaten, food has been acquired, had a big breakfast, lots of chicken, lots of breakfasty, croissant-y type things, fig rolls. I'm actually quite full right now. I've also stocked up for tomorrow and probably even Tuesday, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to head back up to the trail now. Basically, we got to get up there, up on that big hill. So that's all good. Today, this morning, has actually been really fun. So many great gravel tracks. After I got off sort of where I camped, just like endless gravel. And it wasn't like really steep, it was just nice flowy, pedally type of gravel with some beautiful views, cool old ruins, and just, yeah, fun times. By the time I get to the top of this hill, I will have done, I think, about 25 miles for the day. About 15, 20 of that is actually on the trail. So yeah, let's hope the gravel sections continue when we get to the top. And let's get some miles done today. Let's do it. guys, I've done 40 miles so far for the day. It's about 3 p.m, so we've still got a few more hours of daylight. It's dark so early, it's like sunset's at like 7:15 at the moment. Winter is on its way, well and truly on its way. And it's been very stop-start, as this route has been the whole time so far. 125 miles in total to go, and we're just climbing up this big hill. But silver lining, we finally have made the turnaround, so now we have a tailwind for like the first time on this trip. Happy days. All right, let's keep climbing. Well, good morning guys, you probably can't see me, still not quite light, but last night turned into a bit of a slog. Ended up riding into the night a little bit because at the point the sun was starting to set. I just must have found the most road section of this whole route, and I just couldn't find anywhere to camp. Started climbing up these hills, all hiker-bikey, and finally found a slightly kind of flattish, grassy area to camp in. I actually ended up doing about 75 miles yesterday in total, so pretty good in total distance. Pretty happy with that. This route is definitely like 1 minute absolutely pure bliss, gold, everything is amazing, and then just total crap. But there's like no in between. But I guess you got to sift through all the crap to find the gold, right? Today we've got about 80 miles in total to go, I think, something like that. So today we're just going to try and get as close to the finish line as possible. But today we're starting off with a bit of a hiker bike to the rest of this hill. I'm going to get packed up and underway. Let's do it. Is it day 3? I think it's day 3. Let's go. Now this is what I mean with this route. Like, I'm on this beautiful, lush gravel track, views everywhere, just big open beauty. And then we could go this way, but no, the route wants to go all the way through here and then back down, which this route ends up where that route will eventually go. So to be honest, I'm scrapping that bit because I just know this is going to be boring, especially on a gravel bike. And I'm just going to follow this beautiful gravel track, well, it looks like all the way down there. Much better idea, I think, on this beautiful, beautiful morning. Let's do it. Well guys, first 20 miles done for this morning, so that means it's time for breakfast. Having a peppered steak slice, and it's been very stop and start, as this whole route has been. Right now we are a few miles away from a place called Lastingham, and from here we are basically climbing back to like the highest point on this route as it crosses over itself a couple times. And well, I sort of saw where it was coming from. It was a nice gravel track, so I'm hoping it's going to be flowy. I'm hoping I'm actually going to be able to all ride it and have some fun with it. And enough of the hiking, but first 20 miles done, feeling good. Guinness time, and let the climbing begin. Hiking and biking, it's starting to get a bit hot out here today. Ever since I started this trip, it's been really windy and kind of a bit chilly, but today the wind is gone and the sun is shining, but it's time to get warm. I've got about just under 50 miles until the finish point of this ride. I'm kind of, depending on how well today goes, I might actually get towards the end of this ride, and although it officially finishes in Whitby, I'm obviously going back to Scarborough to get the train and that. So what I might end up doing, if I make it that far, who knows yet, I might end up camping where I started this trip with a beautiful sea view, but we'll see. I think I'm finally at the top of this hill, but man, the view's absolutely perfect. all become a bit slow going at the moment. Got about 20 got about 25 miles to go, so we'll definitely make my camp spot. I'm just hoping we'll make it before sunset. It's currently 4:30, so we got like 3 hours or something. If it stays like this, we'll be riding into the night. Not what I wanted for the end. I hate this stuff, it's just too slow. Right, so close. Let's get there. Guys, you probably can't really see me, but last night I didn't quite make it before sunset. Beat me by about an hour. Damn you, son. Stop going to bed so early. But we did make it in the end. We did like 90 odd miles yesterday. It did get a little bit grindy and starty towards the end, mainly just because there was about 1 million gates. I think I must have done a world record for how many gates I opened per minute, because they were just scattered everywhere. But we made it. We finished the North Yorkshire Moors Ramble bikepacking trip. Another one completed. It had its ups, it had its downs, it had its moments of tediousness, and it had its moments of pure bliss. But that was the North Yorkshire Moors Rambling bikepacking route. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. And until next time, keep smiling, enjoy the adventure. Peace! I mean, I had a brilliant view last night. Shame I didn't really get to see it. There's the sea.